A few showers around late tonight, according to the WVTT Severe Weather Action Team. Low temperature tonight, 51 degrees, Alexa.
I know, it just seems to get colder and colder. I actually turned my heat on last night, Jeff.
There you go. It was about time. I think ours has been on for at least a week now.
Yeah, they don't turn it on until October 1st.
Oh, there you go. Complete weather details coming up here on WVTT. WVTT's World News Roundup. More than 30,000 people have died in Syria since the conflict began, according to the opposition. Sunday marked another day of bloodshed in Aleppo and Damascus. CNN's Mohammed Jamjoon has more from Beirut.
A new wave of attacks in Syria on Sunday as opposition activists reported an escalation in violence in both Damascus and Aleppo. Reports emerged that residents of a Damascus neighborhood fled that neighborhood as mortar shells rained down in an intense attack by government forces. According to opposition activists, other neighborhoods also came under attack. At least one amateur video purported to show Syrian troops dispersing in an anti-government neighborhood called Qabun on Sunday. The voice heard talking on the video describes an assault on that neighborhood, saying that mass arrest raids had been happening and that shelling had been taking place there. Meanwhile, the battle for Aleppo continued to rage. One amateur video posted online purported to show rebel Free Syrian Army members involved in a shootout with the Syrian army. In the video, you see what appear to be rebels shooting around the corner of a building as they are in a firefight with Syrian government forces. While Syrian state media reported that Syrian government forces had targeted terrorists and their vehicles in Aleppo on Sunday, opposition activists said that in Aleppo, clashes between Syrian government forces and rebel forces had only intensified. Mohammed Jamjoum, CNN, Beirut.
Both candidates are busy preparing for Wednesday's first of 3 presidential debates. With the election barely a month away, that leaves little time to sway voters. But as CNN's Athena Jones reports, it takes no time to lose support, especially with one debate misstep.
Both the Obama and Romney campaigns are doing their best to lower expectations ahead of Wednesday's debate. Ryan's words echoed a memo from Romney advisor Beth Myers, who said the president was widely regarded as one of the most talented political communicators in modern history. Myers even pointed to a CNN ORC poll showing a 25-point advantage for Obama on who voters think will win the debates. The Obama camp likes to remind voters the president hasn't had as much time to prepare for the debates because he's busy being commander-in-chief. When it comes to just how much debates matter, it depends.
Most often debates don't make that big a difference. Very few candidates ever win an election with a debate, but quite a few have lost an election. Oh, it was great. So 11 minutes.
These matchups can produce some memorable lines, like in 1980 between then-Governor Ronald Reagan and President Jimmy Carter. And Lloyd Benson's swipe at fellow Senator Dan Quayle in 1988. And then there are the moments that seemed to say more, like President George H.W. Bush looking at his watch in a 1992 debate with Bill Clinton. Texas Governor Rick Perry's oops remark. Romney's high-dollar wager. And Obama's comment to then-rival Hillary Clinton in 2008. One thing analysts agree on, the debates may be Romney's big chance.
It was the hottest social networking site in town until all of a sudden it wasn't. But this week, MySpace teased a sleek new look of the version on the site that's on the horizon soon. But will users come back? Karen Kafa gets the insight of experts and social media fans in this week's Clicked In.
Sometime in the middle of the last decade, MySpace went from hot property to hot mess. The stigma of the old MySpace, a Silicon Valley punchline if today's social media users remember it at all. But backed by investor Justin Timberlake, the site just unveiled a sneak preview of a soon-to-be revamped site. Music sharing and artists appear to be featured prominently, and Gizmodo's Sam Biddle says the clean, sleek optics are a positive step. At its peak, MySpace had about 100 million users. Facebook today is closing in on 1 billion, a giant even other giants like Google have found it tough to challenge. But the goal of the new MySpace may not be to be another Facebook. Finding a niche like Pinterest has done with images may be the key. With Timberlake, MySpace certainly has another dose of name recognition behind it. I'm Karen Kafa, and you're now Clicked In.
Sports news, community events, and the WVTT Severe Weather Action Team forecast all still to come here on News Channel 25 WVTT.